Welcome back to Two Terrapins and my journey to explore all of Florida's state parks. Today we're going to Alfred B. Maclay State Park near Tallahassee, Florida. As you approach the entrance to Alfred B. Maclay Gardens, you'll be greeted by a canopy of trees lining the road, almost like a natural gateway that drives you into a completely different world. The stress of everyday life starts to melt away as you take in the rich greenery. The park's layout is expansive but intimate, which is one of the reasons why I was excited to continue the Florida Park series here. Whether you're coming for a peaceful walk or to explore Florida's history, the experience begins the moment you drive in. So when I pulled into the parking lot, I was pretty surprised by how packed it was, and what I found out pretty quickly was some of the local high schools were having their homecoming dance, and there was hundreds of students, high school students and families taking homecoming photos, family photos for the fall. And so one thing to keep in mind, it's a very photogenic place, so may be packed with photographers when you visit. Another thing about my experience was the visitor center was actually closed the day that I attended, so other than that, it was a really nice visitor center from the outside. Unfortunately, I really didn't get a chance to go inside and speak with many people who actually run and operate the state park on a daily basis. So before we dive into the stunning landscapes and outdoor activities, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of this place, because it's not just about the flowers and the trees. Alfred B. Maclay Gardens dates back to 1923 when Alfred Barmore Maclay and his wife Louise purchased this property to serve as a winter retreat. Maclay wasn't just some casual hobbyist. Though he wasn't formally trained as a landscape architect, he had a clear vision of creating something extraordinary. Starting in 1925, he meticulously curated these gardens, blending a mixture of exotic and native plants to create something both structured and organic. His approach was to enhance Florida's natural beauty by showcasing plants that thrive during the cooler months, such as azaleas, camellias, dogwoods, and more. This dedication to natural beauty came from a place of deep personal passion. For Maclay, the gardens wasn't just a project, it was a way of connecting nature and offering a peaceful space for contemplation. He was meticulous, ensuring a place where people could find peace and reflection. After Alfred's passing in 1944, it was his wife Louise who carried forward his legacy, ensuring that the property would continue to be cared for and shared with the public. In 1953, she generously donated the estate to the state of Florida, and from there it was transformed into the Alfred B. Maclay Gardens State Park we know today. So as you walk through these gardens, you're not just admiring beautiful flowers, you're stepping into the legacy of a man who believed in preserving nature's beauty for everyone to experience. It's that commitment to both personal and public enjoyment that makes this park so special. Whether you're coming here during peak bloom season when the azaleas are in full force from January to April, or during the quieter off seasons, there's a magic here that's undeniable. And speaking of blooms, let's take a closer look at the gardens themselves. Walking through the brick path feels like stepping back into a painting. The gardens are filled with color and life, towering camellias, vibrant azaleas, and majestic live oaks with their Spanish moss hanging down. This path itself is a blend of history and nature. It was laid down by Maclay himself and is an integral part of this park's charm. And this just isn't a random assortment of plants. Maclay's attention to detail is apparent in the way the gardens unfold, with different sections revealing new vistas. Whether you're strolling through the reflection pool area, taking in the formal layout of the garden rooms, or passing by the walled garden, every part of this landscape tells a story. The quiet here is punctuated by the sounds of birds chirping, and every corner offers a new photo-worthy moment. But it's not just about the gardens. Once you've soaked in the beauty of the blooms, it's time to hit the trails, because Alfred B. Maclay Gardens State Park has plenty to offer for those looking to explore the more rugged side of Florida's wilderness. The Lake Overstreet Trail is a personal favorite, offering a peaceful 3.7-mile loop around the lake. As you walk, you'll pass through a mix of hardwood trees, wetlands, and open meadows, each offering a different experience of Florida's natural beauty. And the High Bluff Trail gives you a bit more challenge with its steeper elevations and scenic views. The trails here aren't just well maintained, they offer something for everyone. Whether you're a casual hiker or looking for a more intense workout, there are also options for biking and even horseback riding on designated paths. So no matter how you prefer to experience the park, you'll find the right trail for your adventure. And now we reach one of my favorite parts of the park, the water features. Lake Hall is the star attraction for water lovers. The lake is calm and perfect for kayaking, canoeing, or even a quiet afternoon of fishing. The views across the water are stunning, especially as the light reflects off the lake at different times of the day. And let's not forget about Gum Pond, one of the quieter gems hidden within the park. The wetland ecosystem surrounding the park is full of life, and you can often hear frogs croaking in the distance. If you're looking for a spot to just pause and reflect, this is the spot. Now that we've explored the park in full, its gardens, trails, and beautiful water features, it's time to get down to the rankings. I'll be using my terrapin system to break down the park across 5 key categories: scenic beauty, activities, facilities, trails, and wildlife. Let's see how Alfred B. Maclay Gardens stacks up. First up is scenic beauty and atmosphere. This is where Alfred B. Maclay Gardens really excels. From its formal gardens to the untouched wilderness around the lakes, this park feels like a perfect balanced mixture of human design and nature at its finest. Every turn offers something new to marvel at, whether it's the reflective ponds, flowering trees, or ancient live oaks. And it's not just about what you see, it's how you feel as you walk through these spaces. The park's atmosphere is incredibly peaceful. It's the kind of place where you can take a deep breath and let the worries of the day fade and just be in the moment. The sounds of birds singing, the rustling of the wind through the trees, and the trickling of water all come together to create an atmosphere that feels almost magical. In terms of scenic beauty, the park delivers on all fronts. Whether you're a nature lover or just looking for a quiet escape, Alfred B. Maclay Gardens does not disappoint. I'll give this a score of 9 out of 10. Next, let's talk about activities and recreation. This park has a lot to offer, from its well-maintained trails for hiking and biking to its peaceful lakes perfect for kayaking and fishing. The beauty of this park is that it caters to both the casual visitor and the adventure seeker. If you're looking for a relaxing day on the water, Lake Hall is the perfect spot to paddle around the lake and take in the scenery. If you want more of an active adventure, the trail provides a mix of easy walks and more challenging hikes. One thing worth noting is the lack of camping at the park, which may limit longer stays for visitors who want to spend more than just one day here. But even without camping, the park offers a rich variety of recreational activities to fill your time. Whether you're into water sports, hiking, biking, or simply enjoying a picnic by the lake, Alfred B. Maclay Gardens has plenty to offer. For a park focused on tranquility and nature immersion, the range of activities is impressive. It provides a balance between relaxation and recreation, making it a great spot for families, solo travelers, and outdoor enthusiasts alike. So I'll give this ranking an 8 out of 10. Now let's look at facilities and amenities. This park is well maintained and has everything you need for a day of adventure. The restrooms are clean and conveniently located, and the visitor center is helpful for grabbing maps and tips. And the picnic areas are spacious and well kept. Whether you're here for a quick visit or planning to spend the whole day, the facilities are more than adequate. However, it is important to note that there is no camping here, so if you're looking for an overnight experience, you might be disappointed. That said, for a day trip, the park's facilities are more than enough to keep you comfortable and happy throughout your visit. The parking areas are easy to navigate, and everything is laid out with the visitor in mind. For a park of its size, Alfred B. Maclay Gardens delivers solidly in terms of amenities, making sure that visitors have what they need for a full, enjoyable day. So I'll give this a 7 out of 10. One of the park's strongest points is its trails and accessibility. Whether you're looking for a casual stroll through the gardens or a more intense hike along the forested trails, Alfred B. Maclay Gardens has something for everyone. The trails are well marked, well maintained, and offer a variety of experiences depending on what you're in the mood for. The Maclay Garden Trails is perfect for those who want an easy walk with scenic lake views. For a more immersive experience, the Lake Overstreet Trail gives you through diverse landscapes from wetlands to hardwood forest, And the High Bluff Trail adds a bit more of a challenge with its elevation changes, offering beautiful views of the surrounding landscapes. The combination of diverse trail options and good accessibility makes this park a standout in this category, so I'll be giving this a 9 out of 10. Finally, let's take a look at wildlife and nature experience. One of the best things about Alfred B. Maclay Gardens is how well it blends human design with untouched nature. While the gardens are carefully curated, the surrounding natural areas provide an authentic experience of Florida's wildlife and ecosystems. As you walk through the lakes and trails, you'll likely spot a variety of bird species, turtles, and maybe, if you're lucky, a few deer. The park's location on the edge of a natural wetland make it a prime spot for birdwatching. If you're a fan of wildlife, the quieter areas of Lake Overstreet and Gum Pond are where you'll want to spend your time. These areas are less developed, offering a more immersive connection to the natural environment. For anyone who enjoys observing wildlife in a peaceful setting, this park provides plenty of opportunities to do just that. From the chirping of songbirds to the occasional splash of the fish in the lake, nature is always close at hand here. So I'll give this an 8 out of 10. So with everything considered, I'm going to be giving Alfred B. Maclay Gardens State Park an overall score of 8.2 out of 10. It's a beautiful historic park that offers both serene gardens, immersive natural landscapes. It's a must visit if you're in the Tallahassee area. And speaking of Tallahassee, there's more to experience in the city after your visit. From historical sites like the Florida State Capitol to great restaurants downtown, you can easily make a full day of it. So thank you for joining me as we continue our journey to explore all of Florida State parks. Make sure to subscribe for more park reviews, rankings, and adventures. See you next time as we continue our quest to discover the best hidden gems that Florida has to offer.